Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for your interest in MSU GATE CHAMP program, Cooperative Highly Accelerated Mathematics program. Thank you for your interest in GATE programming. We are Gifted and Talented Education, GATE. As a division of University Outreach and Engagement, we are located on Michigan State University's campus, and we are dedicated to promoting accelerated educational programs for students in elementary, middle, and high school. This presentation will serve as an overview of CHAMP today. CHAMP was the program that GATE was founded on, and since 1984, GATE has been providing gifted middle and early high school students accelerated program opportunities in mathematics. CHAMP, Cooperative Highly Accelerated Mathematics Program, is our academic year program that double accelerates students in mathematics. Why would you choose an MSU GATE academic program? We always offer accelerated instruction. It is a place where gifted students actually can learn at an accelerated rate that they are requiring. As you know, gifted students learn at 5 to 8 times faster than their like-aged peers. Our university instructors challenge students with open discourse and debate during our GATE programs. They'll also work on developing good study skills that your gifted students can use well into college and beyond. All of our academic and summer programs do provide opportunities for experiences with like ability peers, which has been demonstrated to benefit gifted students, not only academically, but also socially and psychologically. There are many examples of acceleration that you may see out there for gifted students, and many of them do work very well. GATE offers a very fast-paced curriculum that gifted students need and require. Hundreds of studies indicate that accelerated students perform better academically than older students in their classes and equally able same-age students who are not accelerated. Accelerated gifted students do retain what they learn. They pursue more challenging majors, earn higher salaries, and produce more creative products than comparative students. Acceleration does help gifted students stay engaged in school and develop life skills that help them face challenges and overcome setbacks as they reach adulthood. What is CHAMP specifically? CHAMP, Cooperative Highly Accelerated Math Program, accelerates middle and young high school students into a 4-year math program conducted in 2 years' time. It was created to challenge these young middle and high school students in mathematics at double the pace. CHAMP is designed for students in grades 7 through 9th. This is an example of the GATE curriculum and how it accelerates students. In the CHAMP curriculum, it is a 4-semester program and cohort. Students in CHAMP actually complete Algebra 1 in 1 semester, as compared to a regular school in which they would complete it in 1 full academic year. CHAMP students would complete Algebra 1 in the fall semester, move on to Algebra 2 in the winter-spring semester, and then in the second year of CHAMP, students do work through geometry in the fall, and then pre-calculus, statistics, and some trigonometry in the final semester. CHAMP students do need to pass academic programs with a B or better to continue on to the year 2 program, B- or better. What are some of the advantages of taking CHAMP? Taking CHAMP does allow your gifted child to learn at double the typical pace, which does allow them to choose more advanced classes in their high school years. All of our CHAMP classes are taught by MSU math instructors. And we are currently offering various locations. We have 3 locations that we are currently registering for. We'll be hosting one on the Michigan State University campus beginning this fall. We will be hosting one section in Southeastern Michigan and one full live online synchronous section. All of these programs are for 2 years, 4 semesters. Please note that once you decide on a particular section and location, then students may not choose to switch locations. Some very important details to know about CHAMP is that we do meet Common Core standards for mathematics, and in Michigan, Michigan Merit Standards as well. Students receive progress reports in the middle of the semester of CHAMP, just like they might at their home school. We also conduct parent-teacher conferences, which will be conducted between the CHAMP instructor and the CHAMP parent. Students do receive report cards at the end of each semester, and final grade reports are sent to the student's counselor/school each semester. Most school districts do integrate the CHAMP grade into the student's GPA, but you probably should check and get credit clearance before applying to a CHAMP program. Continuing on, more important details to note that classes do meet during the school year. Typically, of course, as I mentioned, locations can vary and times will also vary as well. You will meet 1 to 2 days per week for 2.5 hours. Most of the classes do meet 1 day per week for 2.5 hours. Students should be attending weekly tutoring labs. Weekly tutoring labs vary throughout the week and allow students to practice doing different types of problems within their math homework, talk to the tutor, prep for exams, or they can just do their homework during the tutoring session. Students should not really be taking another math class while taking CHAMP. So please talk to your student's counselor to see what type of credit they will be receiving or what will be happening during their normal math class time period. Schedules do follow a normal academic schedule in which classes typically begin in either late August, early September, and end no later than early to mid-June. As part of an MSU program, students will receive an MSU ID to log into all MSU resources and different systems, including MSU D2L. MSU D2L is our course tool site where students will receive all of their progress on their homework, all of their assignment information, and their current gradebook. What happens after your student graduates from our CHAMP program? Typically, most students do take a calculus AB class at the local high school. If your high school does not offer a calculus class in any way, students typically choose a dual enrollment option at the local college or university. But families should check with their local high school and or your student's counselor to see what is required and what is available for your student after the CHAMP program. Now we're going to listen to a CHAMP student.
My name is Adia. I attend the iShell and CHAMP programs. One thing I like about the iShell program is that you get to read a new book almost every week. One thing I like about the CHAMP program is that you get to learn math at an advanced pace. One interesting fact about the GATE program is that if you take the course in middle school, then you can earn your high school credit early. Another interesting fact about the GATE program is that you get to meet lots of like-minded peers.
Next, we're going to hear about CHAMP from one of our long-term CHAMP instructors, Ryan McCombs.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Ryan McCombs, and I teach the Year 2 CHAMP students at MSU. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the CHAMP program, but I'm not going to be going into so many specifics as far as the particular subjects and things like this that are covered in each class. Instead, the GATE office has a wonderful website where these things are well covered, and you should check them out there. Instead, what I want to talk to you today about is really the core beliefs of the CHAMP program, and they're all centralized around getting your students prepared to not, just succeed in college, but really to thrive in college. One thing that we do to that end is we use the college pacing of one class per semester. That means that the 4 years of high school math get condensed down into just 2 years. We also push our students to really become independent learners. Our typical setup is that we have class 2.5 hours per week where we cover new content, but we also expect our students to learn some things on their own. We want to train our students to use their textbooks. And as a side note, I know that reading STEM textbooks doesn't sound that fun, but honestly, I can say that I wish that I learned this skill a lot earlier in my life. It was probably the junior year of college for me personally, where I had an instructor where I didn't click with it all. And I tried to look for videos online or other ways to kind of explain the material to me where I could actually grasp it. But nothing really lined up with my class. And so that's when I really had to force myself to sit down and learn how to read a textbook in order, not just the practice problems or things like this, but, really understand the textbook. And then I was eventually able to succeed in the class and all that sort of stuff, but it was hard. Being a junior in college, I had a lot of other things going on. And so I really wish that I would have learned that a lot earlier in life. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is that being able to read a math textbook is extremely valuable. I think that everyone eventually finds a time where they don't really click with the instructor or the professor that they have, and being able to get another resource, another viewpoint provided, often by the textbook, is extremely valuable. I do want to mention that even though we do have this push, right, for students becoming independent learners, this isn't without safety nets. We have some online forums. We have weekly, usually several times a week, actually, these study sessions and things like this, where students can come and ask clarifying questions, or they can just hang out and work on their homework and stuff like this. And perhaps the last thing I want to bring up is that all of our CHAMP classes are taught by MSU instructors and professors. I personally think that this has tremendous value. I know that when I'm not teaching CHAMP, I'm supervising and teaching the calculus sequence here at MSU. And so that means when I am teaching CHAMP, right, I'm making those connections for my students. I'm telling them, when the material that we're learning today is going to be appearing, in calculus and in their future classes. And I'm, constantly trying to make these connections. I also try to push beyond the standard curriculum. And, I tell the students why I find math so interesting. And this is, of course, an effort to spark their own curiosity and their own interests about mathematics. So that's where I'd like to leave the video. I hope that you've learned something here, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.
Great. So it was wonderful to hear from Ryan. And to continue on, we'll just talk a little bit about how and what you need to apply to CHAMP if you are interested. First of all, how do you become eligible for CHAMP? Well, all GATE programs do have different requirements for submitting applications. In CHAMP, an applicant will need an above grade level standardized test score listed on this chart that was taken in the past 3 years, or a full IQ test administered by an experienced and licensed child psychologist will also be accepted. In addition to the standardized test results, a current math teacher recommendation will have to be completed by your current math teacher and uploaded. You do not need to necessarily contact your instructor. You will just need your current math instructor. You'll just need their email, and it will be sent to them directly, and they will send it right back to us directly. We will need current transcripts. They must be uploaded to the application as well. And lastly, all of these must be submitted. Once they are submitted, we will contact you back to conduct an online diagnostic assessment that will be administered by us in the GATE office to your gifted student who is applying for CHAMP. Please note that these requirements are the minimums to apply to CHAMP and does not necessarily guarantee acceptance. All applications for CHAMP are reviewed by a full committee to determine acceptances into all of the sections into the CHAMP program. Our application timeline is pretty typical throughout the year, every year. All of our applications always open in January. it's a good idea to then look at testing. Do you have the testing that is required for the program that you're looking to apply for? You could have taken COGAT, SAT, ACT, NUMATS, or IQ, as I've mentioned. Summer programs do close in May. Some academic programs close in May. Some close in the summer. You can check gifted.msu.edu for the exact dates that you need to complete your application by. But please keep in mind that programs may close as they fill. So although applications may remain open until May or August, all programs will close once they are filled. If you do need testing, all GATE programs, as I mentioned, do require some kind of above grade level testing. The testing must have been completed in the last 3 years from the date of your application. And as I mentioned, you can choose a board certified licensed psychologist for an IQ test if a standardized type of testing does not fit your student. If you do wish to take the COGAT with GATE, you may register online on our website. Dates are available during the application period, and as they fill, new dates and times will be open. You may contact the MSU Site Clinic for an IQ test if you're interested, or we do have some recommendations in our program guide that is available on our website for download. Some information about costs and paying for your programs. You may review the costs and payment requirements on all GATE programs on the GATE website, and as well as there is a financial aid application for need-based scholarships, for tuition or class materials as it applies. If after today you should have any additional questions and you would like to ask the GATE office, please feel free to email us at gifted@msu.edu any time of day or night, and the GATE staff will answer your question as soon as possible. Please continue to follow us on social media. We do post more than just GATE information. We do post gifted information, gifted conferences, gifted blogs, different events that we feel that parents and families would like to attend. We also do, within the GATE office, offer special giveaways throughout the year that are available to all of our followers. So please log on and follow us on social media. Again, if you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to email us. And we do thank you for your interest in CHAMP, and continue to ask your questions. We are so happy that you were able to join us.